which is all good. Which is all good. All right, so we're live. How is everyone doing? Carl Ashton here, and just so pleased to be back on the Hangouts. We've had a little break. I actually had an extended break because I wasn't here last week, family stuff. And today we've just got such a very, very cool, important call for you because obviously well into January now. 2013, we slammed the door on 2013, but there are still a lot of awesome lessons to be learned, which maybe you don't know about yet. So we're going to be covering that, making sure that you are kind of up to date on everything that's going to happen in 2014, but most importantly, learning all the lessons that need to be learned from last year. So before we go and dive into the content and really bring the heat today and bring the value that you so rightly deserve for spending this time with us, let's just go ahead and introduce ourselves. So like I said, my name is Carl Ashton. I am from the UK, soon to be moving to Spain it can't come quick enough because it's raining here all the time, and this move is now kind of just driving me mad. I was saying to the guys, there's like 4 sections of stuff in my house now because we're moving to a different country, right? And we're trying to travel light because we want to travel around a bit eventually this year as well. So we've got stuff that gets packed, stuff that's getting sold because, you know, it's all good, sell some stuff that just sucks and's being thrown away, and stuff that's going into storage. So everything in the house has to go in one of these 4 sections, and it's just a pain in the ass. I was thinking I'll just breeze through this, and it's really starting to piss me off now. But it's all good because at the end of it, I get to live in Spain. Happy days. Happy days. So that's me in a nutshell, yeah? Let's always go down the line, ladies first. So we've got Raven Knight here with us today as well.
Hello, Raven Knight here from Chile, Northern Ontario. Funny thing is, you talked about rain, Carl, is this past week we've had rain. And rain in January here is not common.
Oh.
You know, we usually have tons of snow, and, well, we do have tons of snow. But this rain, like, cleared off some of the snow and brought our snowbanks down a little bit and then covered everything in ice. Then it froze, and so now it's torture out there for anybody who's walking anywhere because the sidewalks are so full of ice and the roads have ice on them and then big chunks of ice and gutters of ice. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Can I ask you a question?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with home business whatsoever. But I just,
That's okay.
I used to know this guy, and he took a trip to Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said to me, he's like, Carl, it's such a cold place. But he said the weirdest thing is, and I don't know whether to believe this guy or not. He said that it's so like snowy and icy in Canada, and people are so used to it. He saw like businessmen in their suits and briefcases and stuff ice skating to work. I was like, what? People are ice skating to work. I was like, nah.
No.
He's like, yeah, serious. Does that happen?
No, that does not happen.
I knew he was winding me up. Huh?
He is winding you up. You will see business guys out in their suits walking slowly on the ice with big-ass boots on. But, yeah, no, people don't ice skate to work. You know,
they should
we could if, like, the sidewalks were all, you know, clear, because it's cold enough usually in the winter. If the sidewalks were smooth and stuff, it could probably happen. But sadly enough, it's not quite smooth enough. It's really lumpy and bumpy and
so just break your
slushy. And he's pulling your leg.
Totally pulling my leg. Totally. I really wanted to do that as well because I just had that picture in my mind. You know, like Wall Street type guys, just you know, with really posh ice skates because they're so rich, you know, just skating along. But hey,
that would be great. That would be great. Can you imagine? That would be great. But anyways, I just finished my belly dance class. I'm super excited because we have a performance coming up in 2 weeks. So yeah, it's a big deal. I'll have to show you guys a little clip it later on when we're done. But I'm excited about our topic for the day and, you know, how we're going to kick it again for 2014. It's, you know, it is January, and in January we get a lot of people talk about, you know, how to make the year a good one and that kind of stuff. And so we're just following along with that, because it's really important to kick your stuff into the gear. And I know myself, at the end of December and in December, I was starting to taper off, and you know, life happens and you get distracted, and so most of December I was meh, and even the beginning of January I was still slow going. But now I'm like, feel like I'm getting back into the groove. You know, I'm getting back into everything that I want to be doing, getting my focus back. Last week really helped with that. So if you didn't see our last hangout on the focus, do that, because that really helped me to remember that I need to regain my own personal focus as well as helping other people to you know, get back their focus. So this is kind of ongoing, and this is what we're doing, and you know, just helping people move forward with their lives as we do so with our own. So yes, and next I'll pass it on over to Nestor, my Capricorn brother.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right. Okay, hi guys. If I'm home, always here to you, and like, yeah, I mean, everything on the point. We tend to get sluggish once in a while, but it's very important to get up as fast as you can. And that's why I'm going to love this webinar, this hangout, because it's something that I've been wanting to do, but I never really done it. To be honest, I want to be totally honest with you guys. I never really done it in so much detail in the past, and where it's to sit down with an ordered paper and really think back in the past year, and really try to learn as much as I can from all the lessons that I got, from all the wins that I got, and put it together in a coherent way to be able to make sense, so I can use it for the next year, which is this year, 2014. Just something, a little side note you guys can know. It was 9 years ago when I set a goal for, in 2005. Yes, 2005, I set a goal for 10 years to be able to have the lifestyle that I want, be able to retire, be able to, you know, have my wife, you know, be at home and have the money and the success that I wanted. And and this year is 2014, and next year is 2015, which is coming up. My 10-year goal is coming up, and it's pretty amazing that for the last 9 years I've been with that goal, with the same goal every single year, thinking of the future, thinking of like, okay, 2015, that's when it's gonna happen. You know, and everything has led to this moment. So that's taking all the action necessary. I'm focusing as much as I can. I'm doing everything that the leaders are talking about, that the trainings are talking about. I'm listening to those audios in the inner circle. I'm listening to every single webinar that I can get my hands on. I'm reading as many books as I can, because this is a year of Nestor, I'm calling it, because basically, you know, this is my, whoa, is that me?
I
heard a noise, so I don't know if I'm still.
Okay. That was me. It was my speaker went a bit weird.
Okay, that's okay. So the year for me is so exciting, because, you know, I've been waiting for this for basically, you know, 9 years now. I'm in my 9th year, so I've been waiting for this for such a long time. I still remember the day when I said I went. It was when I was back in working at Pizza Hut as a shift manager, training to be a general manager. And it's weird, because they asked me, you know, what are your goals? And of course they're talking about what are your goals in the company, you know, for the next 10 years. And I told everybody straight out, I was like, in the next 10 years, in 2015, I see myself retired. I see myself, you know, basically having the lifestyle that I've been looking for. And they just looked at me like I was crazy, you know. And so the year that I'm going to make it happen. So it's very important to be able to look back at not only 2013, but all the other years back, and to be able to make sense of it. So that's why this is a very, very important webinar or hangout for you guys as well. If you guys want success, if you guys want to crush it in 2014, it's essential for you guys to be able to take the necessary steps to be able to do that. All right, my friends. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Mauricio and Juan so they can introduce themselves. I will be giving some more value in a little bit, but I just want to give a chance so that they can go ahead and introduce themselves. Thank you.
Yeah, we're the Garcia Brothers. How are you people? We're very glad to be here, like always. We believe that we are already millionaires, you know, because we are doing whatever it takes in our hands. We are thinking about millions. We are working with millionaires. We are educate ourselves with people that has already earned millions. So the only result that we could get is that we will get billions, right? So we're very excited over here, people. We're very glad and tell you, every one of you, that you are already a millionaire because we're creating the future, guys. We are creating the future. The internet is the future. It's the present and the future. And there are millions, thousands of people that doesn't know how to take advantage of this information. Thousands, millions, they are coming, you know. They are hungry to know more, and we have the information. We are in the correct path. We can guide them. We can show them what they need to do, what they doesn't need to do. So we are already millionaires, and we are very excited about that because first I think, therefore I am, right? So we believe, we think, and we act like millionaires, and we have the correct information that tells us facts, results, that this way is the most smart way to create millions of dollars or pesos or bitcoins or whatever currency do you want. But we already know how to market every product ourselves, whatever, everything. We know how to do it, you know? So it's freaking amazing, isn't it? It's freaking amazing. So, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we are the Garcia Brothers. We are streaming right now. We are very excited, as my brother is speaking about. For 2014, we are very excited to be here. We are very excited to bring you good news, to bring you valuable information that we strongly believe could help you literally crush 2014 with us. Because truthfully, and we can only speak on a personal basis, we're going to do it. So we are letting you know. And we are letting you know you're invited to do it with us together. So just to set up some very cool stuff is from tonight's hangout. Welcome for you that received an email, received a message. As you may see on your screen, you should be watching this stream live. Hangout today, it's 14th of January, it's live, or if you're watching the replay, it doesn't matter. Probably you are watching below the video a big blue button that says register now, and you could be asking yourself why it's different. If you've been following our hangouts that we do on a weekly basis, well, tonight, guys, you'll have the unique opportunity to register for something really, really cool. And as we go on today's hangout, we're going to reveal more about it. But what I wanted to do on this introduction is to let you know, guys, that we have a master plan. And I know on a little bit later, we're going to share what was our biggest lesson in 2013, and probably that biggest lesson came from our biggest mistake. So as you see, it's a very interesting and fascinating topic, and we are very excited to share it on this hangout. And we are very also excited to start January giving to the people good news, giving the people hope, bringing the people solutions from what they are looking for. So if you are here, you are probably looking for ways how to crush 2014. You're looking for ways to get your business to the next level. If you are here watching these recorded or live hangout, as my brother said, is because you realize the internet is not only the future, but it also a present. And as my brother said, probably on tonight's hangout, we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about how to make it fast. We're going to make it on some lessons that we had as marketers that could empower you to literally go out there and bring your product, your service, yourself to the marketplace and crush it on 2014. But as much as we talk about the millions, as much as we know about millionaire secrets inside the internet, there's below on the page also a big fat income disclosure that we have, because we believe and we want people to take smart decisions. We want people to take decisions with the right information, because the truth is we are all about giving the people the right information for them to actually go out there, take action, and have a fantastic results applying this information. So we are the Garcia Brothers. We are excited about tonight's hangout, and just the last words to give back the microphone to our host that we are glad he's back, Carl. I wanted to tell you guys,
This is a badass guy from UK.
Oh yeah,
you are my first friend from UK, bro. So you are very special to me. So we love you, Carl.
Thank you very much.
So one of the things I wanted to tell you guys is that on this year, and maybe I'm gonna cover a little bit more about this later on, but on this year I decided that from now on I'll put my 100% focus on what I'm doing on the present moment. And if you're watching this recorded or live hangout, why don't you do that thing that you know that can help you get the most out of this information that we're about to share? Probably for you is to put away your smartphone, or probably close a little some tabs, because truthfully, guys, what we're going to share on this hangout, you are on a unique and exclusive opportunity for you to take a decision that you are not only registered for tonight, for tomorrow's webinar that we are going to give you more details later on, but you also have the opportunity to take a decision tonight, this very same moment, that you are going to step up and crush 2014. So with that being said, I'm very excited. I have my iPad to make some notes. We all have some other notes that we're going to share with you. So back to you, Carl.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. First of all, Juan, where's your beard at? What are you doing? Where is your beard?
Dude, I take off my beard. I like a lot my beard, but sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say that, you know what? I can be different. You know what? I can change how I see myself. You know. So.
Dude, you look so young now. It's taken days off of you. Days.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It really has.
So,
Yeah. Maybe even a week.
Maybe, yeah, it could be. It's taken at least a whole week off you. And also, I just want to share this with the viewers. Actually, is whilst all my friends there were talking, I just had this like feeling of I don't know, just like happiness like wash over me, because sometimes you know, in this industry, especially if you're really building a business online, you spend a lot of time, you know, at your laptop, really, you know, doing your thing, growing your business. And I haven't spoke to these guys this year, actually. I missed last week's hangout, and then it was New Year's and Christmas and stuff before that. And you know, I was just sitting here and I just felt, you know, just happy, because working in this team, working in the prosperity, working in Empower Network, growing a business within this team in this company, you know, you need like family. You need more than just your regular support. You need family, and you need like to really lock arms. And that term does get used a lot now. But you know, don't take it lightly. You do really need to lock arms with like-minded people who genuinely want you to succeed, and that's what I have right here, and that's what I really want for every single person watching this Hangout live or the replay. Go out and seek this. You know, if you don't know where to look, you haven't got to look any further than right here. You know, we can be that for you, and I'm just really happy about that. So yeah, okay, let's just dive into the content. So one thing I noticed when we were thinking about like what we really want to share today was everyone is rightly talking about how to just crush it in 2014. And if you just like right click on the button below or the link below this video right now, you can go ahead and register for tomorrow's Prosperity Team live hangout, which is going to really break down systematically how you can really explode your business in 2014 and really make it the best year. I mean like genuinely break it down, go over some stuff that you can just apply and just run with. So you can go ahead, if you right click the button below or the link below, you can register for that whilst we're just doing our thing right now. It'll only take a minute or so. So you should go ahead and do that. But what I've noticed is that nobody is covering what sucked last year. What should you not be doing? You know, and now that is important. You know, we're not focusing on the negatives to be negative. It's like let's just brush over, like Nestor touched on in his introduction. Let's actually just think about this properly, like business people. We need to look at what worked, what didn't work, so we can do more of the stuff that worked and none of the stuff that didn't work. And what we want to do right now, as I said in email to my list that I sent out, as active marketers, as people who are in the trenches growing a home business right now, and as leaders to our own teams, we want to tell you what didn't work for us so you don't go out there and make the same mistakes, and then so you can just focus on the good stuff. You know, and that's what this is really all about. Because I don't know about you guys, but I do, and I am getting pretty sick of the same old stuff I see on Facebook. Same old stuff. You know, this new company, join now, you get in for free now and then make a whole bunch of money when it launches, and all this stuff, man, I'm just getting sick and tired of it. How about you just hear some real truth? How about you just have some genuine value, you know, just some realness from what it's like to actually grow a business online and from home. You know, forget all this other crap. So that's where we're coming from tonight, and we hope you appreciate it and really take a lot from it. So this is my biggest lesson that I learned in 2013. At the start of the year, I was spread way too thin in terms of how I was marketing my business. Let me tell you this one thing right now, this sentence, and you should totally write this down. Mastery will set you free in 2014. Okay? Mastery will set you free in 2014. And what I mean by that in terms of this business, and even if you're brand new, there is so much to distract you. And there's so many great ways. Like let's pick on the Prosperity Team. All right? We provide incredible ways of how to market your business online. You go in our back office and there's training here and training there, and it's so much stuff because everybody's different. We all need to find our own ways that we're comfortable with and growing our business and that we actually enjoy, I guess. So we provide tons of training. So it can be actually a little bit distracting because it's like, wow, that looks cool and this looks cool. I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to do Facebook. I want to do Twitter. I want to do YouTube. I want to do blogging. I want to do solo ads and I want to do Facebook ads. I want to do all this stuff. I want to do Craigslist. And it's like, oh my God, will you just chill the F out and focus on one thing? And in my own results, my own business, what I discovered was when I really just reined everything in. It's like, come on, man, just rein it in and focus on one way of marketing, and not just say I'm just going to focus on one way of marketing, but focus on one thing to master and really get that into your mind. You're going to master this way of marketing. And this means you're going to be doing it for a long, long, long time. What that doesn't mean is that you're going to be waiting for results for a long time. That doesn't mean that at all. because you can be earning whatever it is you want to earn. You could be earning 10K a month and still be into mastery, because if you're into mastery, you'll never really like, yep, that's it, it's done. You know, you're always trying to improve, you're always trying to get better. And that's really where you need to be going into 2014. Is you need to be into mastery. You need to respect mastery. Mastery needs to be part of your DNA. You know, you're going to get in on this thing. You're going to start with Prosperity Team. You're going to get on tomorrow's webinar. You're just going to take some action, but you're going to stay focused. You're going to pick one way to market your business, and you're going to master it. Because once it's mastered, here's what you do. Okay, here's what you do. You master it. You systemize it. You outsource it. And then you move on to the next thing, okay? Because also you do want freedom. You know, we do want freedom in 2014. And this is how it rolls. You know, this is how it rolls. But it starts, you know, it does start with some hard work on your part, reining it in, dropping the stuff that you don't even enjoy, that you're only doing because some guru told you that this is like the best way in the world to market and you're going to get 1,000 leads and millions of dollars. You're only doing it because of the sales video. Tell the truth, right? You're only doing it because of the sales video. Drop that, get stuck in some real marketing, and just master it. And that will set you free in 2014 like you would never believe. That is my biggest mistake from the start of 2013, which I eventually fixed over the period of the year, luckily for me, you know. And that, you know what, that's it really. I'll just leave it at that. Mastery will set you free in 2014. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Who wants to go next?
I think Nestor made a gesture there. I don't know if that was a I want to go next
Nestor
gesture,
made a
or
gesture.
a woohoo gesture, or a woohoo.
I went like woohoo.
Woohoo.
Was that,
I'll go.
that was a woohoo.
I mean, you guys,
I guess.
you can elaborate on what I said. We can discuss this for a bit. Or we can just get through because I am conscious of the time because we are on a bit of a tight schedule tonight. So I just want to make sure everyone gets a chance to do what they've got to do.
I'll go ahead and go and share my thoughts then.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay right here, but I'll share my thoughts. I was just listening to what Carl was saying and agreeing with every single thing that he was talking about this because, you know, you do have to master something. You know, you have to master a skill. You have to master like a marketing skill if you're in here in this. And I'm similar to Carl, where my biggest mistake was basically not being able to focus. But the problem is that that's been my biggest mistake basically throughout my whole life, and not being able to focus and taking such a long time to decide on what I want to focus on, what I want to master. And thankfully, you know, thank God that I finally, you know, are focusing and finally, you know, learning what it is, how to do it. So, but one of the biggest, you know, and before I got into the, you know, the direct sales industry, into Empower Network, you know, I had businesses in the past which were more traditional. I was following a lot of Robert Kiyosaki, and you know, this year, what I found out too, another of the biggest kind of like obstacles that I took was I used to think that I read, you know, and that I listened to a lot of audios, and that I, you know, was building my mindset. I thought I did. But when I got into this company, I found out that I was just doing a minuscule of the amount of mindset you have to be actually doing. I mean, to be honest, I started realizing that I was only reading like maybe 3-4 books a year, if that, you know, if that. And really listening to audios here and there, but not really studying them, not really digesting it. So one of the big lessons that I got is that if I do want success, and they're always talking about massive success, is that the massive success has to be done in everything, the same way in marketing, the same way in mindset. And so as I was making a lot of mistakes in this industry at the beginning of the year, and I was, you know, getting better and better and better, I started to realize one of the biggest things of to be able to make money in any kind of industry. I started to realize that you know, money is just a byproduct of actions, of the right actions that you're taking. That's basically what it is. You know, a lot of people are saying, hey, I want to make money. I want to learn how to make money. I want to make lots of money this year. but they're focusing on the wrong thing. It's like the same thing as saying, I want to have a lot of apples. I want to have a lot of apples, and you're focusing on the apple instead of the tree, instead of the roots, instead of the water, instead of the sunshine, instead of the seed. You're focusing on the wrong thing. The apple, the money, is just a result of something, the byproduct of something. And one thing that I learned back in 2013 that I'm implementing now into my marketing, implementing now into my business, is basically where it comes to value. Value plus the right actions equals money. That's how it is. Is the value that you provide to the marketplace. And it doesn't really matter. Let's say you're an employee. If you're an employee and you're in, and like with me, when I was an employee at Pizza Hut and I was driving, I was getting minimum wage. And I wanted more, which most employees want more. So how do you create more money in a job? Well, you have to become more valuable. So the way I did it back then and the way I'm doing it now is that I'm creating value in the way that I'm feeding my mind with the right information. Because back then, what I did is I want a manager so I can learn how to manage multi-million-dollar businesses like Pizza Hut. So I asked my manager, I said, hey, what do I have to do in order for me to be able to, basically master this or be able to be a manager? And he didn't say it in these words, but now that I'm thinking back, it was basically saying you got to become more valuable. You got to become more valuable to the team. You got to become more valuable to the community. You got to become more valuable. And when I'm talking about value, we're not saying that you're not valuable in your family or in church or in the eyes of God or whatever you believe. You are valuable. It's just how much value are you really bringing into the marketplace, right? So if you are in a job and you want money, you're going to have to bring some more value to that job. The same thing in a business. The same thing in a multi-level business or a direct sales like we are in. And so if you've been struggling because you can't make the money, most likely it's because, all the things that we've been talking, the focus and the goal setting and everything, but most of it is the value that you're bringing into the community. You're not bringing enough value to them because at the end of the day, the customer's asking, what's in it for me? And if you're only thinking about, what's in it for you, value are you giving to your community? What type of value are you giving to your business? What type of value are you giving to your team? Not that much, right? So that's one of the biggest lessons is that when I started, I was thinking too much about the money. I was thinking about, granted, yeah, I needed the money, right? I need to pay bills, I need to pay all these things. But when I made that switch and started to provide more value, things started to change. That's when I started getting more open rates, more email opt-ins, more, the results started to happen. So that's, my friends, I want you to take the one thing that I want to take from me at least here, like Carl says, you got to become a master. But for me, I got to start giving more value because the formula is, value times the right actions equals money. And that's in every career and everything else. That's why a multi-million-dollar CEO gets millions of dollars a year in payment because he made billions of dollars in sales. Of course, he provides so much value to the company that of course he's gonna receive millions of dollars of pay. So if you want that type of pay, you have to create that amount of value into the community. So with that, it's very important for you to join us every single Thursday so you can start learning this and start applying it yourself, and then being able to turn it around and say, how can I give back what I just learned to my team, to the community? How can I do this? How can I grab that value and turn it around and give it back? That's why it's so important for you to put yourself a blog, so you'll be able to get that information and put it out there to the world so the world can see it. That's why it's so important for you to be able to listen to Inner Circle audios, that you can grab in the back office by clicking the button, because that's going to put more value, huge value I've gotten from the audios that I'm using now. I'm using that value to be able to throw it out there, to be able to give it to you guys, because that's what I see. I see it's like I'm going to be giving as value as I want in return. That's why you got to get those, the bigger products. That's why you got, you should invite you to push in that big old blue buster, because that the free webinar, because keep in mind these things are free, and that's the reason we're giving it for free, because we want to give value. These free webinars, that free webinar is gonna teach you how to crush it in 2014. Right now, what I want you to do is actually write down what you've learned from 2014, then push on that button, register, so you can be ready for tomorrow, so you can be ready to move forward, so you can be ready for a better future. And that's it, my friends. Thank you for listening to this, Nestor. Take it away if anybody else wants to.
Whew, Nestor, you are on fire.
Yeah. It's awesome, dude. Awesome. Great value there. Great value. Lots of lessons. I mean, like, sometimes don't you guys just sit here and think people just must be just never even looking up and actually looking at us, just writing loads of notes down. They should be. Definitely. They definitely should be. So yeah, it's great stuff, man. Miss Raven Knight.
Hello.
The stage is yours.
Okay. Wow. How to top this? Holy man. No, I'm just kidding. We're not here to top each other. I'm just kidding. We're just here to, give value. That's what it's all about. So Nestor and I are a lot the same, because as you can see what I was writing, I don't know if you can see it. Focus. Focus. It's as I've mentioned in the past, that's kind of something that not just in business, but in my whole entire life has been a challenge. It's focus. I like to do a lot of things. I like to do them well. I like to complete my tasks, but I also like to take on a lot of different tasks all at once. And I'm sure everybody can relate to that. So when you take on too much, then you sometimes lose focus because you got too many things going on and happening. So that's kind of just really my biggest lesson from 2013 was really how to find focus and how to implement focus. And also the other and being consistent. And then the other thing that really kind of hit me, I guess, was what is your why? Why is it that you want to be millionaires, as Juan Mauricio suggested, or make your $10,000 a month, or make your, be able to be home with your family and have your family home with you? And why? Why is it? Are we doing this just because we want to have money? Just because we want to drive a fancy car? People have really, everybody has a reason why they want to be successful. Do they want to, have they come from a past that's tragic and they want better things for their family and people in their lives? Have they come from an upbringing or a community that's been broken and stricken with poverty and they want to be able to give back to that community to make something happen? Maybe they work for a church that they think does great things and they want to give money to the church so that it goes into the community. Or maybe they have a family member that's ill and can't pay for the medical bills and they want to do that. There's all kinds of reasons, and you have to really think, what is your real reason? What is your real why? What will you being financially secure, financially free in your life, what will that do for the people that you know, the people that are in your lives, the people in your family? Because one person changed financially branches off, has a ripple effect and can help many different people. So who else is going to be helped by that? I made a comment on Facebook a while back about money and stuff like that and having a car. And so yeah, a car can get me to the grocery store and back, but it also frees me up to do community work and volunteer work, where if I don't have a vehicle, I can't get to those locations and help those people and volunteer those people. So there's a ripple effect. So that was sort of a thing, something that you should really think about is, what is your why? What is your reason for, your reason for wanting to be financially secure? What's your reason? And think beyond just to make money, because it's more than that. We all know that. And with that, I'm out. I pass it on to the Garcia Brothers.
Cool.
Mauricio won.
Great stuff, Raven. Super, super cool.
Awesome. Yeah. Hold on. Sure. Yeah. One of the things that we really get amazed every time that we actually plug into these hangouts, and just for you to know, one of the things that is fascinating about this mastermind is that you get a chance to see and to really hear the stories of people literally all around the world on different backgrounds. And one of the things that really amazes me is how on a different background we've been on a different way. We've been talking about consistency, about focus that will literally lead you to mastery, what Carl was saying. So it's really fascinating to plug into these hangouts and to have the opportunity to listen to you guys and see how you overcame these big lessons for you. And that's truly really I don't know if that's the best word to say, like enrichful. I don't know if that word exists. Like, you enrich our life, so that's pretty awesome. So you wanted to say something?
Go for it, bro.
One of the biggest lessons we had in 2013, and one of the lessons that we believe and we share it because we believe it could help you literally on what you are really here for. Like Revan said, there's a reason why you're still watching these recorded or live webinar. There's a reason why, if you really think about it. And as Revan said, it's more about just making the money. It's just more than paying the bills. And that's truly the key of this, because we were talking about how important it is to know why you're doing these things. And one of the biggest lessons for us in 2013 is the importance to have a plan of action, to have the clarity, not only where you are heading, like the money, the cars, the houses, but why you are choosing to get there. So that's truly an awesome lesson for us, because for a lot of us, sometimes it's hard to just bring out and start sharing your why, start sharing your intimate passions, if you want to call it that way, what really drives you. Because once you find out that, you can now make the decision that you'll plug into a system that will help you to put that message, to put that why out there in front of a lot of people that will and could connect with your message and could literally make the decision to join you on that achievement, on that path. Because one of the things, and I read recently that it's, most people, they are too focused on where they are right now. But one of the things that helped us a lot on 2013, on the year that we decided to start our own business online, the year where we decided to plug into entrepreneurial community, when we decided to get around, like my brother said, these world-class communicators they are teaching us. So most people get to focus on where they are instead of putting their aim on where they are heading. And that's something that really helped us along 2013 on this year where we had this learning curve like anywhere else. You know, when you decide to make a change, when you decide to make a new decision, you'll go through a learning curve. And this is the third and biggest lesson we had in 2013 is the importance of having a community, the importance of having a space where you can be honest with other like-minded individuals, and the kicker is not only get around them, but have that know that you have their support, and not only know that they are there for you, but they back up those words with actions. So basically, those were our three biggest lessons from one of our biggest mistakes in 2013, because we went through a lot of things, honestly. We really did, and we are proud of that, because that empowered us for this particular hangout that we're having with you, that we are actually enjoying this time, sharing these lessons with you, because we truly believe will inspire you to start making that decision that you already know you want to make. Because that's my last word here. All you need to success, it's you already have that. You know, that's already within you. You just have to plug on that belief, and we'll help you do that. Actually, we'll help you as soon as you make the decision to join our community, to join our mastermind, and you'll have the opportunity to take a look on the inside, you know, by yourself. You'll get the chance to plug with this training, with this information, and see it by yourself, feel it by yourself, listen it by yourself, on your own small windows of opportunity that we all have along the day, right? We all have a spare time that we can decide to invest on Crush 2014. So if you are that person, if you want to have that clarity, if you are ready to literally allow us to lay out our master plan to Crush 2014, you may go ahead and click at the bottom, click the link, register for tomorrow's webinar, because right here we are like, I don't know if on a petit comité, like on a small group, but tomorrow you'll have the opportunity to be around hundreds of excited people. And that's fascinating, and that's a way that we believe, because we've experienced, will help you kick ass on 2014. Sorry, I wanted to say that word. And with that being said, Carl, I appreciate your time, guys. We appreciate you staying with us here, and we are excited. We are truly excited for 2014. There's a lot of things that the people who make the decision to join and get access to the insight, there's a lot of good news that we have for you. Like we told you, we have a master plan for success, and we want to help you point you to the right direction of success. So back to you, Carl.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Yeah, that was awesome stuff from everyone today. What I thought would be cool as well, if you guys think it'd be cool too, I've got like a quick list of just some big no-nos that I just see in people's marketing. So I thought we'd do some kind of, we've got like 10 minutes. I thought it'd be a cool little wrap up. Just say, look, just don't do this stuff. And you guys will probably have stuff to add to this as well. Just that I see pretty much every day. A lot, mainly on Facebook, which is just very bad mistakes that, if you are doing the stuff that I can run for you, just stop it. So is that cool with you guys? If we just quickly run through these just marketing no-nos, they are just outright mistakes. Do you guys think that'd be cool? Get a thumbs up. Yeah, all good? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so here's just some stuff that I've just seen, which if you're doing, just stop it instantly. And I see this, like I said, every day, and I bet my friends here do as well. Okay, first up, don't use copy and paste private messages on Facebook. Who gets these? Who gets these copy and paste messages? Who gets them? They suck. Like, the thing is, people can see it a mile off because there's so many of them. It's just so pointless, and you do not even understand how much harm this is doing to your business. Okay, and the weird thing is when you confront someone, you're like, dude, don't just send me a copy and paste message. Like, I understand what you're trying to do, and I'm cool with you. You're just trying to build a business, and that's cool. Talk to me. You can't be getting results with this. They're like, oh yeah, I've built a massive business with this copy and paste message. It's like, no, you haven't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sending copy and paste messages. That's not what top earners do. That's what broke people do. So stop it. Be cool and have a conversation with somebody. So first thing, if you're doing that, don't do it. And if someone's telling you to do it, just don't listen to them. Don't be a clone. All right, just don't be a clone. There's a lot of people that are just the same, especially on Facebook, and this is in everything really. They're just being the same. Now you can plug into the systems and you can use, say like Prosperity Team provides you like lead capture pages and technology and all this stuff. You can plug into and use everything, even done for you blog posts. You can use all of that by also being yourself. You can use all of that and also have personality driven marketing. I mean, do you guys agree with me on this one? There's a lot of people that kind of all seem to be in the same group, don't they? It's like you could all just be the same person. And the fact is, we're all very different, and that's cool. That is super cool. Everybody on this panel right here is very, very different, and that is cool. Even though we're on the same team, we sell the same products, but we're very, very different people, and that comes across in our marketing especially. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Be story driven, Be story driven. Again, I feel a lot of this comes from like copy and paste stuff, and it's driving me up the wall right now. It is literally, I'm going crazy with seeing the same stuff over and over. Just drop it. Drop the BS. Drop this is the next hot thing. Drop all that stuff and just be cool. Just be cool. And definitely share who you are and share your story. Right, paid marketing. If you're buying clicks, for example, just do thorough research. Just do thorough research. Connect with leaders, ask them, just be as thorough as you can, because don't just get burnt. People get really excited. Oh, I found somewhere I can buy some leads or buy some clicks. It's cool that you're excited, but be a business person. Do some research. Make sure you're doing the right thing. That's like a mistake I see happening. Not as often as like the copy and paste stuff, but I see it happening, which sucks. Okay, last one I got here, let me see, is blogging. Generic blogs, they're pointless, in my opinion. And what I mean here, guys, is like, I understand that when you're new to blogging, you post what you feel you should post. It's like, I need to do a blog about how to make money online. I need to do a blog about why what businesses are cool right now, or just really generic stuff. And I get why you're doing that, but what is easier, okay, takes less effort, is faster, and is way cooler, and people will actually enjoy and engage with it, is just, it's the same old stuff really, personality driven posts. Just post something cool. It's not that difficult. I even saw Eric Waugh, he's like one of the top earners in MLM, right? Eric Waugh he's got the Facebook page. You should follow this page, by the way, because it's really cool. Network Marketing Pro. He's the author of the best-selling book Go Pro. So he really knows what he's talking about. One of his blogs the other day was just a YouTube video, a cool clip from a film. It was very motivational. And he literally wrote 2 sentences underneath, and that was his blog. That was it. it was just something cool. Just see how easy that was for a guy of even that stature is just doing that, and anybody can do that. That's like a 5-minute job. But it just shows you providing some really cool value, and it's not just like the same old stuff. So that's like, I just felt like we could do some more, you know, it's just good for people to just get that information on this Hangout, as well as, like, we've already discussed some real sort of advanced, bigger picture stuff. But there's also some sort of like daily little tasks that you may be doing, which you can just cross off right now and go ahead and do some better work. If anyone's got anything to add along those lines, then yeah, jump in right now. We've got like 5 minutes that we can probably wrap up with and just cram some extra value in.
Let me just say, yeah, some of the stuff that I've seen, sometimes, like you're talking about, right, Carl, when you're communicating through Facebook, I'll contact somebody and be like, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, and they'll respond and be like, hi, how you doing? Here's my link. Tell me what you think. You know, it's like right away they're pink, you know.
Yeah.
Me to get all like excited about it and be like, oh yes, you know, that's exactly what I was looking. Thank you so much. You know, I was looking for a link. You know, I was looking for a link to click because it's been a second since I've seen another link to click. So that's one of the things that you guys
really
gotta stop.
It's
like there's so many links, you know.
Yeah. No, that's very true. It's a valid thing.
It's like you know, that's not the way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good, man.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is what sometimes I like Carl said, I get where we're from. Where when they got into their business, you probably got excited. You probably got excited because you're like, oh man, I'm gonna make money, and you think that excitement is what's actually making you buy, but in reality, it's not. It's because for some reason, either the person you're talking to or the business that you're looking at, you trust it. Okay, you trust it. You think it's a legit. Is not at least at that time. It's not a hoax or it's a real thing. And the reason that you join is not logic, but a feeling of you believe that you can do it. Okay, so if you take that and start basically, you know, seeing everybody like, you know, how can I help them see that they can do it themselves? How can I help them, you know, see the value in their life if they apply the right actions, right? And that's, you know, then that's the problem, that most people don't see that, so they're, you know, spamming everywhere, putting links everywhere, you know, because one of the things they say is like, the more people see your video, the more they're gonna join. Not necessarily true, because if it was like that, every spammer out there would be a millionaire. And I don't think I've ever met a spammer who has, you know, who's a top earner. I don't think I've ever known, you know. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's kind of like, you know, spamming, you know, and I know some of you guys are out there where you give that link and I talk to you guys, and then you're like, well, this is not spamming. I'm just showing my opportunity. It is spamming because I never asked for that link. You know, I never asked for that information. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, a little food for thought. I want to give an opportunity for the other panelists to be able to have some more of the points. Thank you, Carl.
Take that note down. Never, ever send Nestor a link for anything. Ever. Because he's just going to get mad.
I know.
Nestor be like asking me for a link soon. He'd be
well,
like,
school.
Can you give me a link for that hangout or something? I'll just be like, nah. You're gonna get mad, dude. You're gonna get mad. I'm not gonna give you the link.
I know.
It's all good. Funny. Valid points, though. It is true.
Piggyback on what you were saying, guys, and just real quick. This week I had this experience when I'll just share the story and we'll keep the adjectives aside. So there's this guy who calls me, you know, well, he actually messaged me like, hey, I have this business opportunity that you'll probably be interested. Like, call me. This is my number. And I was like, all right. I don't usually call like people I'm not comfortable speaking with or calling to. So I was like, hey, I answered through Facebook, like, hey, I usually use email as a communication, via communication. So here's my email. So yeah, let's connect. So he answers me back. I share some info with him, and then he says to me like, hey, yeah, call me tomorrow. And I was like, all right, I'll call him. Like, I want to make something different from last year, so I call him. And going to the copy paste stuff, he was like, hey guy, I have this good opportunity, so where and what time can we meet? And I was like, hey, first of all, like, let's first catch up. I haven't speak with you like for a long time. Like, tell me more about what you do, and you can send me some information. And he didn't send me anything. And I was like, wow, that sounds like something illegal. So I was like not comfortable with those type of stuff, because I felt it was just like a script he was like reading, because I didn't feel him into it, you know. So I stopped communication. So don't do that, guys. Don't look spammy. Don't look schemy. Just be cool. Connect with people, and people will connect with that, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, that sucks as well. Like, but yeah, that does suck. I would never do that, man. But hey, there we go. It takes all sorts, as we say here in the UK. It takes all sorts. So yeah, last thing for everyone to do is, you know what, we put this hangout on today because we just want you to not only believe that 2014 is your year. 2014 is your year. We don't want you to just not only believe that, we want you to have the information to back it up, so it really, really will be your year. And that's what we want for everybody. We really do. So you just need to register for tomorrow's free webinar. Hit the button below, the link below this video. Just go ahead and register. Like we said, it's free. You can register now. You can turn up tomorrow. You can watch it. Take the information. Do with it what you want. There's no charge for it. Okay? So it's a no-brainer, really. Just get involved in that. And I guess if we're all happy that we've done a good job tonight, we can end the broadcast. And I believe that we've all got some other very important training to attend to anyway, right? Which starts in maybe a couple of minutes. Interesting stuff. Great to be back. Appreciate all of my friends here on the panel. I've missed you all. We won't have a break as big as that ever again. And I'm looking forward to next week. So all good. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.